Hi everyone, my name is Brooke and I'm a geologist. It's been a little while since I've made any videos for you, and that's because this term has been incredibly busy. So as well as teaching the undergrads a lot more than I normally do this term, I've also had my PhD thesis to finish. I've had a paper published and come out, and I'll do a video about that shortly. I've also taken part in the admissions process, so that's interviewing students who want to come to Oxford and study earth sciences, and that's taken up a lot of times now. But it's a time for the winter break, so everyone else has gone home and I'm just here in the department for the next few weeks working on my thesis, and with plenty of time to start making videos again, so that's what I'm going to do. Of course, I couldn't do a video and not talk about rocks, so here's a few of the things that I've got lying around on my desk at the moment. So here's a nice bit of basalt from the giant Causeway in Ireland. This is brought by my friend Sarah, the plant scientist. It's even got a bit of a polygonal shape. So if you know, the Giant's Causeway is a part of a large igneous province erupted about 60 million years ago, part of the opening of the Atlantic Ocean, and it's formed this unusual polygonal pavement of basalt in Northern Ireland called the Giant's Causeway. So my friend Sarah brought me a chunk back, and naturally I've had to chop it and polish it to see what it looks like inside. And one of the little bits has this tiny, nice little, probably can't see it, little tiny olivine crystal in there as well. So that's pretty cool. It's very weathered on the outside, and you can see the weathering on the inside. Here's another rock I've been working with. This one was brought back from Cantabria in Spain by Adam Smith, one of our undergrads, in his mapping area. So him and the other now third years at the end of their second year went off to do independent mapping project, and he brought this one back, and I had to cut it up and have a look inside because it's an ironstone. This one, as far as we know, is Cambrian in age. So you can see on the outside it's these lovely red and dark reds and brown oxide colours, but on the inside it's actually green. So there's our ferrosilicates as well, but this has a lot of carbonate in it. It's full of echinoderm fossils and bits of shell, and from bivalves and brachiopods and trilobites. So I'm looking forward to getting that into a thin section so I can look at it under the microscope. Another cool rock, this time another igneous one from Causeway in Cornwall. Got a bit of gabbro there that's got this huge labradorite phenocryst in it. So there's the plagioclase and pyroxene, and this is labradorite. Very shiny. It's got this iridescent Schiller effect going on. So Causeway's really cool in Cornwall in the UK because you've got part of an ophiolite where the ocean crust has been lifted up and put onto the land, onto the continent, and you can actually walk from the mantle across the mantle crust boundary and into the lower crust, and that's where all of this gabbro comes from. Gabbro is just basalt with coarse grains in it, and as you can see here, that's very coarse. That's all just one crystal. It's really cool. And then with a bit of a tenuous festive link, we've got this eclogite, which was brought back by my friend Phil from the Western Nice region in Norway, and he's turned it into a coaster for me to put my cup on my desk. Eclogite, for obvious reasons, is also known as Christmas tree rock or Christmas rock, because you've got these huge red garnets and then all of this green omphacite and jadeite there. Eclogite's a really cool rock. It's ocean crust, like the basalts and the gabbro we just looked at, but it's been down a subduction zone. Maybe it's as far down as 100 kilometers, and then somehow lifted back up to the surface and then placed on the continent without undergoing retrogressive metamorphism. And there's loads of this in the Western Nice region of Norway from when the Iapetus Ocean and Tornquist Sea closed in the Caledonian orogeny 400 odd million years ago. But it is very pretty. Look at it. Oh, it's one of my favourite rocks. So cool. So that's all for now. I'm going to get back to writing the thesis. I've got the office to myself. I've made it nice and cosy, and I'm going to get lots of writing done now that there's no one around to disturb me or help me procrastinate. I'll be back up to posting videos regularly, so expect the first one in the next week or so. Maybe it's next Friday or Saturday, and then back to weekly after that. So I've got a lot of interesting things to film and talk about. If you've got suggestions for things that you would like to hear me talk about, then leave them in the comments below, and then feel free to leave a like and subscribe to see what I'm up to in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care. Bye bye. It's an awkward hand wave. I'm an awkward person. Why am I so weird? Ooh. Oh,